Okay, I'd like to call the meeting to order, 7:01 on the 25th. The agenda is as follows. First item to be discussed is the consideration of approval of minutes for 4/11/2022 meeting. And then MRI consultants, Buzz and Bob, will be updating us regarding the search committee and things that we're doing, that they're doing thus far. And the third point will be a consideration and review of interview questions. And does anybody have anything else that they want to add in here outside of what's already here? Okay, so I move to accept the agenda. Do I have to do that yet?
Yeah, second.
All seconds? All in favor? Vicky, aye. Paul?
Aye.
George?
Aye.
Courtney?
Aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
Carol?
Aye.
And Bill?
Aye.
Okay, the ayes have it. All right, on to the first point. Everybody has had the minutes. I sent them out last week and Carol was kind enough to do an amazing job again. And I only had a couple of comments of people and from people, and it was just really spelling and punctuation, and that was it. So because I didn't get anything from anybody else, I'm assuming that there's no problems with this 4/11 draft minutes. If somebody does have something they'd like to change, Paul?
I was going to move to approve with the
Okay,
edits that you mentioned.
okay. Paul has, and George seconds. All in favor, Vicky, aye. Jeff?
Aye.
Carol?
Aye.
Courtney?
Aye.
Bill?
Aye.
George?
Aye.
Paul?
Aye.
One of these days I'm going to say Ringo, you just wait. So we approved the minutes with the changes and the additions that were made. So these 4/11/22 minutes now go from draft to approval.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Carol. Thank
Excellent.
you. These are fantastic. It's just if other groups start looking at these minutes and seeing them, it's going to change how everybody does. They're unbelievable. Okay.
Well, I'm
We're
happy
ready.
that I'm happy they're finally getting in a routine and I'm getting through with it.
Oh,
So
terrific. Thank you so much.
I
The
would
fact that you
suggest,
watch these videos over and over again,
I do watch the video.
my hat's off to you.
I
Okay,
would suggest we don't let them see the minutes though, because they'll never get anyone to take the minutes if they see what Carol's doing.
exactly, exactly. Okay, second point would be MRI consultants to update the search committee, and the consultants that are joining us are Buzz and Bob. So I will hand the meeting over to you. I just want to update one thing before you start talking about. We had discussed putting a little overview of what we're doing, and the anonymous email that goes to MRI. It's been put up on Facebook. The Council of Aging had something sent out today as well. It should be on the front page of the website. If it's not, it will be. And then tomorrow I'll put it up on Nextdoor. So I think those are the main places that it's going to look, and it goes straight to Buzz and Bob, and they can use that information and add it to whatever they've had. So that one item that was outstanding, I've taken care of, and it's all set. Okay,
Terrific. Thank you for doing that.
you're welcome.
If I may jump in at this point, the job ad is live, went out, if not the 15th, it went out last Tuesday, the 19th. And, it's in the ICMA, MMA, the Connecticut, Rhode Island, Maine, Vermont, leagues of cities and towns or municipal associations. So the word is out there. as we told you, the predominance of the way the ads come in, like a lot of things in life, the last few days. And we'll be monitoring that. So we don't have a count now of how many ads, how many resumes, how many candidates have submitted. What happens from time to time is that the candidates will be in multiple searches, and some search may come to fruition the beginning of May. And if everything works out for them in that municipality, then they will withdraw. And as you know, our date is Monday, May 16th. So we were right in the very beginning of the process. And last Tuesday, Bob and I spent the day in the town hall. Thanks to Vicky, appreciate you setting it up for us. And we had a very productive day from like 9 a.m., short lunch break, right until 4:30 or 5. And I know we spoke with many of you then, and thank you very much for your time and your energy and the information that we got. It's always very helpful to meet in the town hall. And now that we're able to do that, we appreciated everybody coming in and speaking to us. So that was good. And we're following up with emails to folks getting scheduled. I talked to several people today. I've got several more tomorrow and the next day. And so we're going to be wrapping that up this week. And we appreciate everybody's candor. We tell folks that, these are confidential. So, and I think we've told you folks that these are confidential interviews, and we get, bits and pieces of information that add up. It's like a mosaic, we say, that add up to this picture of what we're going to have of the ideal candidate and the challenges and the opportunities that will be that'll be facing the next town administrator, whoever he or she is. So we're well on the way with that. And again, I want to thank Vicky and folks in the town hall for everything they did. Diane was very helpful as well. So we appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yep. It's like herding cats, as you all know, having been in the business a long time.
Hey, Buzz,
Yes,
let
sir.
me interject. We don't have to do it now, Vicky, but offline, I'm going to send you a few folks that I couldn't get through to because of, the email got kicked back. Anyway, I'll go through it with
Okay,
you. There's
yeah,
only
there
two
were
or
a
three of
couple
them.
that, I couldn't, they kept even, I'll, that's fine, you can give them to me later.
Yep.
That's fine,
Yep.
no problem.
Good. And
I
then,
did want to add, sorry, Buzz, about the job description of the ad is also on the homepage of the town website, so it's up there as well.
I saw it. Yeah, good.
prominently placed. And I'm sort of interested to see how many folks respond to our anonymous mailbox. In other municipalities, we may get 2, 3, 4 would be a lot. So it'll be, I know you're an active community and people have a lot to say as we learn talking to you. I'm just curious to see what other folk come up with.
The other group I went to was the PTA, it's the CSA group at Pine Hill. And I spoke to the president and they're going to put it in their communication this week as well. So I think I covered most of the groups.
Excellent.
And I bet you do get more than 4.
Well, I hope we do.
I hope you do too.
We'll summarize them, and as we probably told you before, I'm sure when you read the comments, you'll be able to say, oh, that came from Buzz, or that Bob, that character. He always says that at all of our meetings. And, that's, anyway, it gives them an opportunity to participate, and that's what we like to do. All right, so.
Buzz, can I ask you a quick question?
Yes, sir.
Because I think you will be lucky to get 4 myself also. And my question is, how many people ended up being on your interview list between town employees, people we recommended?
This is like higher
I'm guessing
math.
close to 40.
Yeah,
40
you're
people.
challenging me.
Well, I meant, Bob answered that. I meant ballpark, just because those would be the people I would have thought might have responded to a survey. So I think we've taken the prime survey responders and had a better input from an interview. So,
Actually, it's not a survey. It's really just a, response to those three pieces.
yeah.
And
So,
so,
but I think you'll probably have gathered most of the information from the interviews.
Yeah, they're very helpful interviews.
Mary and Diane have joined, by the way.
See him.
And now the process is going to move kind of slowly because it from now until May 16th, there isn't a lot for you folks to do. We will be monitoring the responses. If we know of candidates that should be applying, we will be calling them, contacting them, and making sure they get something in by that deadline. But as far as your work goes, you're kind of in a bit of a lull now. Now, you won't be in a lull on or about June 13th. June 13th, we will be sending you all the cover letters, the resumes, the essays for your review. And, that's a piece of work to review all that, to read their essays, to get a kind of a sense of who they are. And we send it out about a week before we have the meeting with you folks. We're looking to have a meeting with you folks during the week of June 20th. And hopefully it'll be in person, but that's the best way to do it. And we'll go through all the candidates that you have information on, that we have information on, that meet the minimum requirements. That is to say, background, education, skills, and that'll take some time. So we're going to need, you're gonna have to reserve some time the week of 13th, and then we're gonna need some time the week of the 20th to go through, the candidates, and sometimes that could be a 2 or 3 hour meeting. So that's when your work really begins, the week of the 13th and then the week of the 20th. And then depending on how the cadence goes, the following week would be in-person interviews. That's going to take some time. And then the week or so after that, then the 3, 4, whatever you folks determine, going to the select board for their interviews. So now, the storm is gathering, but come mid-June, and hopefully everybody can kind of fit it into their schedules. Oftentimes, this is the beginning of vacation time for folks, and the 4th of July holidays kind of gets in the middle of that. But as long as we can all coordinate our schedules and coordinate with the select board, we can stay on schedule. And, the goal is, no later than July 15th to have the final interview and a vote. And as I said, the vote is tentative pending successful contract negotiations and a good background investigation, which we will do.
Buzz,
Yes.
maybe it would be helpful if I put together with you guys, in addition to the recruitment schedule, the key dates that we're going to need more than an hour for meetings, so everybody can have it and know they can put it on their calendars. And we can manage it that way. So we'll just go through the schedule and say, like you already have, it's 3 hours, but I'll send it so it's just another way people can kind of keep track of what's going on, because between now and May 16th is only 2 weeks. So we really don't have to meet between now and May 16th. And then, George, when are you coming back? The 25th? You're on mute, sorry. I do that all the time.
I'm back, my first Monday back is the 16th.
Okay, good, okay.
So
Yeah.
I had it tentatively that we would be meeting then, but if we're not, we're not. I guess that will, the timeline will be of interest to all of us, I think.
Right. So what I'll do is I'll just send you the timeline again, and then I'll go through and put the key dates and the time commitment we're going to need on those key dates, so you guys can have that in. And we'll also, I don't know if we want to keep doing Zoom or in person for some of these, but we can look at that too.
I was just gonna add to that, Vicky, if we do in person, we'll have to then coordinate, if we want to have them videotape, which we probably should, we have to coordinate with Dover Sherborn Cable to do that.
Videotape the meetings.
That's what they, in the past, they videotaped every select board meeting,
Okay.
every board of health meeting, I think maybe Concom or.
I think the only one that Buzz, you mentioned might be needing in person is when we do the final 5 or 6.
Yeah,
And we won't be doing that anyway, because we'll have executive session for those. right?
yeah, it will be executive session for
Right.
the group that you interview, and then obviously open session for the select board's finalist interviews.
Okay, well, it's fine with me to keep it on Zoom. I mean, this is great for everyone. You don't have to get out of the house. It's very convenient. So unless we have to, push comes to shove, we will keep it the way it is. So I will put something together with Buzz and Bob and get it to you guys in the next week, so you know exactly where your time will be in the coming 2 months. That said, we won't be meeting until the 16th of May, and that's only 2 weeks from now. Does everybody understand that?
Vicky, comment? So I haven't even talked to Buzz. Buzz and I were on different phone calls all day today, so I haven't even talked to him, but just a point of interest for you folks. There are some people looking at the community. I got a call from a possible candidate, and I can tell you that the individual is very interested in what happens tomorrow night at your town meeting. Read the warrant, saw some of the proposals in the warrant. I don't have to tell you, was in favor of what was on the warrant. And I couldn't predict, ask me, but I can't predict what your town meeting's going to do. But it was interesting that individual was looking at the town and saying, they seem to be doing some good things in terms of a town administrator. And that might be something I'm looking at. So in this case, that candidate's going to be watching tomorrow night to see how that goes. So it's interesting that people are already beginning to look, which we anticipated. But as Buzz says, they're probably not going to make a decision for a few weeks, because not only would a person like the individual I spoke about be interested in Sherborn, they may have an issue in their own town with their own town meeting. So, so that's what
It's
people are
good to
dealing with.
know.
right
Thank
now.
you for that. That's good to know.
Yeah.
So I guess at this point, does anybody have anything in particular you wanted to talk to Buzz and Bob about? And I don't think we're going to go through the exact information, the interview questions, but I did get 5 people responded with some essay questions, and those were given to Buzz and Bob and potentially incorporated into what they have. So the process from now, I guess you guys can kind of go through that a little bit, but Carol, did you have a question?
Yes, it goes back to what you were just saying. I'm interested in knowing where we are with the essay questions. You proposed 3 to us. I had some conversation with Buzz about them. I know Vicky got some other comments. I'm just wondering where we stand with the essay questions, and have we agreed to 2 pages of text per answer for us to be reading and so on. So where are we with that?
Well, if I may, on the 2 pages, we prefer 2 pages. I think for those of you who are writers, you know, the old expression, you know, I would have written less if I had more time. And we have had some candidates dribble on, and it's embarrassing to read the therapy they put down on paper if they go to more than 2 pages. So we really like to limit it to 2 pages because from there you can really get a sense. Now, we like to have it, I think, a space and a half between, not two. And if somebody really has a lot to say, if they don't, if they don't have any, spaces, well, that's all right too. But so that's on the length. So 8 pages, 6 pages is, fair amount of work. The questions, we are not done formulating any questions yet, because that we will do when Bob and I finish our interviews, because what we look for oftentimes are reoccurring themes, reoccurring challenges, and then those items we would then craft into a essay question. And then I will send essay questions to Vicky, or the proposed essay questions to Vicky, to get a sense of are these appropriate? Are these hitting kind of the nail on the head of what you folks are looking for? And then we'll go from there. But that pretty much is a work in progress. We don't need the essay questions until on or about the end of May 27th. That week is when we would be sending out the essay questions. So, we've got some time, but we are certainly mining the information from you folks to formulate them.
Great, thank you, Buzz.
Bob,
You're good at this, Buzz.
yeah, well, we've done it once or twice.
And Buzz, just to remind you, Carol reminded me she's going to keep us to our schedule.
Good.
I have the schedule here, Buzz. You didn't, I showed it to Buzz in person. I have the schedule on. I'm getting out of town sometime at the end of July. I just want you to know that.
But Carol, you can do that on the computer now,
Taking my laptop with me, Buzz, as I promised.
All right. So Vicky, we're happy to answer any questions that folks may have.
Does anybody have any other questions?
I just wanted to thank them for the interviews that they're doing. I know that the interview that I had was thorough and probing, and it enabled me to get my thoughts together and organized when answering their questions. So I thought it was a good process.
Thank you. We
And
think the process works well, and as we've said to everybody we talk to, we like to talk to people, not only people like Paul or Jeff, the select board members. We like to talk to people in the community and on the ground. And you probably won't be amazed. We get a lot of varying opinions.
Oh, you had a really good mix of people, really
Yeah,
good
we
mix
did.
of people.
Yep.
It was great to see people that have had past experiences, like George and other people that could really speak to the way that things have shifted in the town and where the pendulum swings and how it swings back, because I think that makes a lot of impact on somebody when they start, looking at that.
Yeah, these conversations become sometimes, intersections of friends, because in talking to George, when he was, whatever the title was, executive secretary or executive assistant with the Board of Selectmen, he was very friendly with a neighbor, Mike Sullivan, God rest his soul, next door. And I go back with Mike the late 70s, early 80s. So, these connections, they're fruitful, and it's wonderful to have.
Oh, that's very true. Was that 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon?
Yeah.
It's always something, right?
Something like that.
6 degrees.
6 degrees. Okay, I had pushed it a little bit. All right, Mary, did you have a question?
Yes, I was wondering about, and Diane might know this actually, about the questions to the community. There was supposed to be something maybe going up on the website.
Oh,
or-
sorry, Mary, you weren't here when I told him.
Oh.
I put it up on the website. Council of Aging put it in their newsletter today. I
Okay,
spoke with the people at the Pine Hill COA, and they're putting it in their newsletter. And what else did I say?
that's fine.
Facebook.
It's my fault. I was late. I
No,
just-
that's okay, that's okay. So I think it's everywhere that we can put it. It
Okay.
probably should, I don't think it's on the town website right now, but it should be up by tomorrow.
Yeah, that's,
Thank you.
I was just curious. And if I had been on time, I would have known the answer.
Oh, don't worry. Got enough on your plate for tomorrow.
Good night.
Kid me.
Yeah.
Okay, to that end, I think that if there's no, does anybody have any further business?
They're watching a Celtics game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
We're gonna be doing that.
I have a crew upstairs watching it. So May 16th will be the next meeting, same time. I will be sending all of you a little overview of the time commitment from that point forward. And if you have any questions or want any further information, don't hesitate to email me or call me.
Just
So
a thought,
Perfect.
Sorry, go ahead, Paul.
can we keep the same Zoom number for all our meetings?
We do. It's already booked out. I'm not
It's
sure how
ours,
far.
yeah, we booked
Fran
it
will
out.
know.
I think I'm pretty booked probably pretty, I want to say to December, but I don't really want to be using this number through to December.
I hope not.
It's already, there'll be a meeting though. I guess we won't post the meeting though, right, Diane? Like for
I
next,
won't post until 48 hours before the 16th.
but it's already been booked as a recurring.
It's booked, but
Zoom.
it's not on the town calendar.
Okay,
That's
good.
all.
All right, so we can
Great.
save this one. Okay.
Good, because I've written it down and now it's like right next to my computer. That's what I'll be using. That's very convenient. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're good. If it changes, I'll let you know.
Right.
All right, super. Okay, that said, thank you, Buzz and Bob. We really appreciate the time you're putting into this, and everybody else. I thank you for attending those meetings, and we'll go from here and we'll see each other in 2 weeks. So with that, I will take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second,
Moves second by George. Okay, we'll vote Carol,
Yes.
Courtney,
aye.
Mary,
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Vicky, I, Jeff,
All right.
Bill. Did I get you, Bill?
Yeah, you did mine.
I did, okay. Paul, I got you, Paul? Yeah,
Aye.
okay. All right. Thank you very much. The ayes have it, 7:28. We will adjourn, and Mary, we'll see you tomorrow, and probably all the rest of the crew.
Well,
Thank you.
Good luck
Hey,
with the town
see
meeting.
you all
Yep.
tomorrow.
Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck.
Bye, thank you.
Ciao.
Thank you all. Bye.